Greetings, everyone, and welcome. It's an honor to be with you and discuss these important topics. Let's discuss teaching ethics with spatial thinking and GIS, Geographic Information Systems. Why? Some of you are instructors. All of you are communicators and leaders in your own organizations, and this is a topic important enough for this community to take leadership in. Key to understanding a message, including its ethical implications, is to understand the author of the content that you are learning from. To that end, allow me to briefly share my pathway. It includes all four major sectors of society: nonprofit organizations, government agencies, academia, teaching K-12, professional development, and in universities and in community and technical and tribal colleges, and private industry, serving on the ESRI education team. Stemming from my tenure as cartographer and geographer for NOAA, the U.S. Census Bureau, and USGS, I have a long-standing interest in data, what it is and how it can be used. My interest in understanding the world through mapping goes back to my younger 20th century days when I would spend weeks working on a single large map on poster boards such as this one, of a made-up place with street names, harbors, rail yards, and oh yes, even address ranges. What kid cares about address ranges? Why do ethics matter in teaching with GIS? 1. Knowing that maps are powerful means of communication, you should take that responsibility as map authors seriously. With great capability comes great responsibility. Number 2, everyone is now a map producer, not just a map consumer, not just the Ordnance Surveys, USGSs, and Rem McNally's of the world. Given this, what are the implications then for data quality and ethics? Number 3, maps still have an aura of authenticity. They tend to be believed. Take that responsibility seriously and do not intentionally or unintentionally mislead your audience. A good map teaches you to ask a better question. A good map teaches you to ask a better question. Maps are representations of reality. Useful representations, to be sure, but representations just the same. This is a key time to teach ethics, given the rising geo-awareness and geotechnology use in society. These societal issues are not new. Many of us read John Pickles' Ground Truth as graduate students. There is rising concern about AI and its impact on mapping, education, and society. New codes of ethics exist, including the Mapmaker's Mantra. New initiatives have appeared: American Geographical Society's Ethical Geo column, ESRI's Social Science Inclusion pages, AAG ESRI Geoethics Summit at UCSB last year. The resulting paper is out for public and your review, and more. Why teach ethics? Why teach about ethics? Tenets. Ethics is too important to be relegated to the end of a course. It must be integrated into any course that asks where. In any course where communication matters. Hence, I would argue in any course, period. How can we effectively teach ethics through GIS? Number 1, through GIS and non-GIS courses. Number 2, in interesting and practical ways through examining data through hands-on activities, reflections, discussions, and presentations. Consider the following questions as you grapple with and teach about ethics by getting personal. Location privacy. How many of your phone apps are sharing your location right now? Do you share your fitness walks, runs, and cycle rides? If you did, would it matter? Modern GIS workflows with cloud-based tools allow us not just to make a map in minutes, but to share the map in seconds. When should you share your mapped data? How should you share it? Who should you share it with? Use the think method. Is the map true, helpful, inspiring, necessary, kind? The think method. One effective technique is to show bad maps, such as my set here. Bad maps abound, and even live data feeds can be an error. I know it gets hot in Texas, but during this heat wave, the wind is blowing like the methane storms at Jupiter, and the flood is like in Noah's day. Any interpolated surface you make from this data would have a mountain on Cleburne, Texas. The 4 C's of data quality, I believe, are useful. Complete. Is everything here that's supposed to be here? Coherent. Does all the data add up? Correct. Are these, in fact, the right values? Accountable. Can we trace the data? Imagery is often regarded as truth, but must also be viewed critically. It could be intentionally offset from vectors or selectively offset from vectors or selectively remove items, such as moving vehicles.